marketing, you are reassuring the consumer about the worth of the product, not only because it's good, but it's been tested for decades. So here you have Lifesavers launching a campaign that they're 100 years old. They're centennial. Sort of, I mean, it's a mint. Big deal. It's candy. But 100 years means that, you know, we have staying power. These are anniversary campaigns in order to remind the consumer of the authenticity of the product. So again, the value of what you're buying. The car below, that composite car, is from a TV. It's a screenshot from a TV ad for Motel 6, which is a cheap motel chain in the United States. It's no longer as cheap as it was when they started in 1962, but they're 50 years old. And so this is a new way to approach the American consumer, and to some extent the Japanese consumer as well. I saw one recently. What was it they were promoting? It could have been a yogurt product or a milk product, something that, you know, always brings back childhood memories, or ice cream, something like that. But what I call what we're going through now is consumer fatigue stage 2. In the United States, you find there's fewer goods on sale. There's just simply not as much as there was. And not only that, but what is on sale is being discounted more steeply than last year. Everywhere, not just in the discount stores, but in the, you know, in the Lord & Taylors and those types of outlets as well. So consumer fatigue, this is again a sign of entropy. There's no energy, there's no enthusiasm, there's no pizzazz. And of course, hanging over this stage 2 of consumer fatigue in the United States is this terrible, terrible burden of the danger that you're going to lose your home, because it's worth much less than it was when you bought it, and God knows when the bank gets around to you, you may not be able to keep it. So what this has done, apparently, in the United States is that even after you account for the negative wealth effect, you know, you have a wealth effect, your house goes up in value 20% a year, and you feel you're so wealthy, you're so affluent that you spend a lot because you feel comfortable spending a lot. It's the opposite of consumer fatigue. Well, here, the wealth effect, because many homes have dropped as much as 40% in value over the last 4 years, so people are really hurting. But, and oops, never right click, always left click. Okay, got it. Even though there is a negative wealth effect, households that are heavily in debt, it turns out, are cutting their spending by an even larger percentage than the drop in the value of their house. But that makes sense, because you set up a vicious cycle here. The fear causes people to stop spending. Stop spending, the economy doesn't recover. People are not hired to work. And it goes on and on like that. I mean, that's why we learned in basic economics about the multiplier effect of $1 being spent and so on and so forth. And we knew historically, and certainly Ben Bernanke knows better than anybody, he's a scholar of the Great Depression, what happened when you get the reverse of the multiplier effect taking place. Now, there's another aspect of this which you may say, what's he bringing this into it for? Believe me, it's relevant. A couple of years ago, well, not so long ago actually, a little over a year ago, I gave a talk here about the death of customer service. I have not changed my opinion one bit since then. But why is this relevant to the whole idea of entropy in the system? Well, I love this cartoon, that's why I'm including it, not that it's good. This is, what are you doing, Rat? I am Diogerat. I walk the world with my lantern looking for just one company that gives good service. What have you found? That I have better luck finding Elvis. I think he's dead. Thanks, moron, I know. Check, please. I love it. Anyway, it's true. Who killed customer service? So these are some of the things that I pointed out a year ago that were causing customer service to decline. Now, why do I bring it up now? The pressure of productivity, the reliance on technology to solve problems and to replace expensive people, the urge to outsource all functions, the Frita mentality, not the Frita mentality, but the corporate tendency to hire contract-based labor because they don't want to hire somebody that they have a commitment to. And this stratification of service levels based on what customers are willing to pay. Not only contribute to the death of customer service, they contribute to a recessionary environment, ultimately. A company that does these things is essentially playing heads I win, tails you lose. We have this issue all the time with airlines and other types of service providers.